You ever feel like the music that you send out for sync deals just disappears into some type of black hole? Well, you're not wrong, because 80% of all emails never get opened, let alone answered. But here's where it gets wicked. Email is the one tool that helped me land deals with brands like Apple and TV shows on Netflix. And if you're making these 3 common mistakes, you're leaving thousands of dollars on the table. So in this video, I'm going to break down exact email fixes that took me years to understand and learn, from my pitches getting ignored constantly to being in demand, which leads to more placements. So trying to get a music supervisor or sync rep to actually open your email with your amazing music is like trying to go through airport security sometimes. Most emails get stopped, and music creators 9 times out of 10 don't understand why. One of our alliance members had been sending emails out for months with no response at all. We changed something as simple as a subject line, and 2 weeks later, a big supervisor ended up opening his email and licensed his song for $3,500. That's the difference between getting stopped and getting through. So think of it like airport security. If you bring the wrong stuff, they're going to stop you and you're not going to reach your destination in time. Email works the exact same way. Some things in your emails might make supervisors hit delete immediately. One of our guest music supervisors in our community told me that she deletes any email with attachments alone. No questions asked. So here's how you're going to fix your email. First, keep it short, under 100 words. It's about 4 or 5 sentences, give or take. Don't send email attachments, for the love of God. Use streaming links like Disco or Realcrafter instead, because that's normally what they use as well. Spotify and SoundCloud are not industry standard. Only talk about what they actually need. What style of music is it, and why it fits the project that they might be working on. If you do this kind of homework, I guarantee it's going to help you land more sync deals. One of our members actually changed his email from this hot mess to something that's super short and clean. Sent it to the same sync rep. He got a reply within 20 minutes, and later down the line got his music placed. This simple fix helps our members get 70% more replies, and it only takes like 2 minutes to do. But now you know how to pack. There's another checkpoint that normally stops most music makers. And this mistake is even bigger because it decides if supervisors want to even trust you enough to listen to your music, not if they've opened your email. At the airport, if your ID looks fake or expired, security's going to go, emails work the exact same way. Bad ID means that your email is going to get stopped. And you normally see this with music makers when they start emails with some type of boring email line like music submission. I saw a music supervisor's inbox one time, and there was 147 emails that all looked the same with these generic subjects. And she told me, I just don't have time to open these. I need to know what's inside before I click. So when your email looks like everyone else's, guess what? It's going to get ignored. Here's how to make your email stand out. Use clear subject lines that say exactly what's in the email. So upbeat hip hop for X Netflix show, or defining if such and such artist and such genre had a baby. This is what it would sound like. If you start with that kind of confidence and maybe even mention any past wins that you've had without telling your whole life story, those supervisors and agents are going to get more bought into what you have to offer. Using these simple tweaks can get your emails open much quicker. Now your email has good ID with it. There's one more security check that trips up even the pros. And if you get this wrong, your perfect email still ends up in the trash. You ever tried to get through airport security during a holiday? Long lines, grumpy agents, and even more chances to get delayed or stopped. When you send an email matters just as much as how. And over the last couple years, I've tracked over 500 sync pitches and found something super crazy. Most music makers send their emails at the worst times possible based off what we've interviewed in our private sync community. They send on Monday mornings when the inbox are already stuffed from weekend emails and a bunch of other stuff. Or on Friday afternoons when nobody's normally even thinking about email. One supervisor straight up told me, if I get an email late Friday and is not with something that I'm already working on, I won't see it till next week, guaranteed, if I remember it all. Your perfect email gets buried under hundreds of other ones. That's peak traffic time, so to speak. Here's how to skip the line. Send emails on either Tuesday or Thursday between like 9 and 11 a.m. when most people are fresh and focused. Second thing, find the exact person to address in your email by checking the show credits or on the company website. Just don't email info@company.com. It feels less personal. If you show you do your homework, I guarantee you're going to get more deals. Look at the recent work they've landed. This one timing trick alone costs you nothing extra. And you can actually even schedule it in email apps now for the right time. So you can write it today and then it send out on Tuesday, Thursday, what have you. But keeping track of all these kinds of details in every pitch is a lot of work. What if there's a way you could fast pass, like a TSA pre-check, so to speak, that could get your music through security automatically? Because even if you know all the rules, making the perfect pitch for a music supervisor takes hours. And with all this stuff you have to worry about, most music creators either give up and send the same email to everyone and wind up getting ignored. 2, spend so much time on emails themselves they don't feel like they're making enough music and causes them to spiral. Or 3, they just get paralyzed and don't do any of it at all. Which is why we built an AI tool in our private community that works like a TSA pre-check for your emails. It's looked at thousands of different email responses over the past 10 years and and all the email templates that I've collected myself over time. And then it spots things that would typically get your email ignored or deleted. It even suggests different words or phrases that help music supervisors trust you and tells you the best time to send your email based on real data. And using it is super simple. Let me show you. First, you're going to tell the bot exactly who you are and what kind of music you make.
As you see here, with that, we're just going to click enter.
And it gives you a really cool, nice draft to start with.
Hope cue hunting hasn't kept you up too late. Okay, so we're first showing interest to the recipient. Your team's work on Top Gun, Maverick, and Dune sets a high bar for immersive trailer sound. This is also good because, as you can see here, you can look at their placements right here, and well, you know, those things, there's Top Gun right there, right? The bot knows exactly what's going on their website. I love to use hybrid orchestral hip-hop cue that channels same bold rhythmic energy. If you want to have it kind of overlook the website as well, we can click this button, toss in the URL, boom, boom, right? Now you have a lot more information. For instance, it says that their headquarters is in Amsterdam, which means that you probably need to make sure this time zone is appropriate for them. Terrible idea if you're pitching them and it's like 12 o'clock at night. So it's going to give you a bunch of different broken down things when it comes to their production library, which I think is super duper helpful.
You adjust it to taste, then you send it off. What normally would take hours of guesswork, with this chatbot, it does it in like 5 seconds. Our members have been using this for a while now, and they're getting 5 times more email responses in the first week using it. So if you guys need that kind of help, you can use that in the description. We're opening it up to everybody in the general public. Oh, and if you're like, I need to take this kind of stuff more seriously when it comes to using AI to help my sync journey go faster, then watch this video next. It's going to give you some really cool AI tricks you can use right now to help level up as a music creator.